What's up, everybody? Today we're making quiche. Yeah, I said that. Quiche. That's a fancy word for pie. But it's not just a pie, it's a meat and vegetable pie. Stick around and I'll show you how we're going to do it. We're going to start out with some broccoli. Just take a whole bag of this. This particular brand is about 12.5 ounces, but we're going to take it. We're going to put it in a bowl with a little bit of water and stick it in the microwave and steam it until it's tender. Get that going. We'll come back and work on our next step. All right, while my broccoli's getting tender in the microwave, I've got my meat cooking. This is a blend of turkey and hamburger. I even throw a piece of bacon in there, but you can do it with a whole pound of ground beef or whatever you want to do. Just put some meat in it. That's all you need, a little bit of meat, about a pound. Okay, now we have all of our stuff pre-warmed up. Broccoli's steamed up till it's tender. The meat, my blend of meats cooked up. Like I said, you can go 100%, 80-20. You can use sausage, whatever kind of meat you want to use in there. My wife likes to make a blend of turkey and hamburger because she's doing like a lower calorie deal, so I'm going to do this for her since it's her recipe. And let's look at the rest of the ingredients. We have 6 eggs here. We have 3/4 of a cup of sour cream, and we have minced onion. I use Mrs. Dash herbs and onion or whatever that is. I'll show you a picture here in a second, but that's what I like. Salt and pepper to taste. And then yeah, we'll mix up the seasoning, the eggs, and the sour cream together, and then we'll start layering this up. So let's do that. Let me shuffle some things around here. Pour our seasoning in there, and then put our sour cream in there. You can use heavy whipping cream if you prefer, or something like that, but this here adds some good stuff to it. And now the key to this is just start chopping it all up. Whisk, 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 whisk. If you got a hand mixer, you could probably hit it with that for a little bit. And don't worry about it getting it thoroughly blended, because it'll be good just like this right here, but I will try to get it well incorporated. You want it to be good and liquidy, so it looks blended enough. Now we start the layering process. Yes. So at my house, I have these very special pans. I'm sure your house has these too. These belong to my grandmother, and she made probably 1 million cakes of cornbread in these 2 pans right here. So it's cool that, I know every house has got them. Dishes or something that reminds you of family that's going on, but so yep, this is my grandma Hazel's stuff. So we're gonna put them in that. It is well oiled, seasoned up in there with some spray or whatever you need, and then we'll just start putting the layers in here together. I'm making 2. Actually, this is a recipe for 1 thick one if you want to, or in this case I'm making 2 because my wife, I'm going to use spicy cheese on mine and regular on hers, so that's the only reason I'm doing this. So you can do it however you want to, but I try to divvy this out evenly, and then just put the meat in the bottom, just trying to eyeball it. Want a nice layer there, and that looks pretty even. All right, then on top of that, we're gonna put broccoli. Now let me share a little story about broccoli first of all. When I started my low carb journey, I would not touch this stuff. I don't want to smell it. I don't want to be around it. And I guess as an answer to prayer, my taste buds changed. And for some reason or another now, I can eat broccoli and cauliflower. I'm not going to sit here and eat it out of the bowl just like this, but that's an answer to prayer in my book. So broccoli, give it a try. I mean, it's keto. I just thank the Lord that my taste buds did change so I can have more variety in what I eat. So let's put this in and spread it out a little bit on just like this. And this is, and the broccoli has to be soft for me. I can't handle it crunchy. I mean, you probably can, but I'm a work in progress, okay? I'll make a mess. Y'all know that by now. Let's even it up pretty good. Okay, now we've got our broccoli, and the only thing left now is to pour this mixture over top of it. And this is the quiche part. So let's just pour this over like this and try to balance it out a little bit. All right, that looks pretty good. Now what I'm gonna do is just tap them around a little bit to make sure it's settled in there real good. Nothing real fancy. They look about even to me so far. Now, the last ingredient is the cheese. Now y'all know I like my spicy cheese, so I'm gonna top mine with that. And this here is about 4 ounces of cheddar, according to my wife's recipe over here. So we're gonna go with 4 ounces in each one. It might have been 4 ounces total, but I'm going for 4 ounces in each one. If you like a lot of cheese, put cheese. If you don't like a lot of cheese, don't put a lot of cheese. Pretty simple. All right, let's put her regular cheddar on hers. That's got a little hot in it, so I'm gonna put that on mine. She don't like the spicy. And it should look a little something like this before it goes in the oven. Now the oven is preheated to 375. We're gonna put them in there for about 20 minutes. So let's get them in there and see how they turn out. All right, friends, this is hot out of the oven. Compliments of Trisha, my wonderful wife, man. What a great recipe. You see how simple it is. All you have to do is slice this up and get it out of there. Chow down. Now, I guess that looks like a piece of pie, but I just want to take a minute to thank my wife for being so supportive and my journey and coming up with this great recipe. So this one's for you, my lady. Now it's time to dig in. Well, what about that? We just made a quiche. Thanks to my wife for coming up with that and suggesting it, and I enjoy it a lot. I like it better when she makes it, but I thought I'd give it a spin today. So hey, till next time, eat more quiche and may the Lord bless you.